one of the main things that can drive Bitcoin and crypto upwards in a big way is this Thursday. We got a couple of days. Well, Thursday and Friday. CPI inflation and PPI inflation, Thursday and Friday. And of course, jobless claims and consumer sentiment. Basically, all these data can pump up the market. Okay, obviously, if inflation is going down, that is a good thing. And then, of course, economic data like jobless claims, how many people are without jobs, and consumer sentiment, basically how bullish people are about spending. If those also show that they're weakening, the economy is getting worse in the U.S., that would be a good thing because, again, that would give this guy right here, Fed Chair Powell, a lot of reasons to cut the Fed fund rate sooner than later. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see. The inflation numbers have been surprisingly going downwards. And yes, I do think there's like some kind of manipulation going on. No, I don't think inflation is truly coming down, not the way the data is showing. And there are categories now that are excluded. But overall, if Wall Street likes it, things will pump. Well, Germany, they may be running out of Bitcoin soon. So last night, when I was doing my stream, they were down to 1.55 billion. They sold approximately $1 billion worth of Bitcoin yesterday. At least they transferred out of their wallet. Their wallet has a lot of inflows, outflows now, right? I don't know what the hell they're doing. Sometimes they send crypto to Coinbase and then they send it right back. They send it to Kraken and send it right back. I mean, they're doing it all over the place. But the overall number is diminishing. So since last night to now, they sold approximately another $250 million of the Bitcoin. $250 million. Quite a lot. And that's okay. At this point, I'd rather see us just like kind of rip off the Band-Aid, right? Rather than a slow peel. If they want to sell off $1 billion per day, let them. But the very good news is this. Yesterday, they sold $1 billion to Bitcoin, and Bitcoin did not go down. Okay, that's pretty promising. Today, it seems like, well, since last night to now, they sold another 250 million, and Bitcoin did not go down. So that is very, very positive, right? So let them sell their remaining 1.3 billion. Once that's over, that's going to leave a lot of sell pressure. Again, why is this done on the open market, on Coinbase and Kraken, rather than the OTC market? No one knows. But there are people that are buying, Wall Street's buying, to counteract the effect of this. So, pretty positive, right? Again, another catalyst. Once this is over, it seems like they're done selling this small amounts. Once this is over, and they're selling, maybe by the end of this week, if they're selling $250, $500 billion a day, they will be out by the end of this week. That would also be very positive. Another catalyst that can finally push us forward and above 60,000 once again, which could be coming like right around the corner. If you want to comment on anything I've said in this video, make sure you head over to the Roundtable. The Roundtable is a new social media platform created for conversations. And best of all, it's spam-free, bot-free, unlike here on YouTube. And you could have conversations with me and others like Altcoin Daily, Scott Melker, Mauro Nafal, and many others are joining daily. And you also get rewarded in tokens for doing so. So check out the new Roundtable. Click the link in the description below. Now, who are the people that are countering the selling? Well, Wall Street. Yesterday, last night, I covered the numbers. We didn't get BlackRock's official numbers. Now we do. In total, we had close to $300 million of inflow into the US-based ETFs yesterday. Okay, 300 million. BlackRock alone took $187 million. Fidelity at 61 million and all the others, basically 300 million. That is the largest inflow since months. Okay, what does that mean? That means Wall Street is buying the dip. there are many on Wall Street that recognize this is a unique opportunity where you have one country dumping its entire bag, that's dropping Bitcoin's price, and this is time to load up. Or maybe this was the plan all along, because it's not just Germany selling. The US government supposedly selling at the same time. Is it all Larry Fink's plan to drop prices so that he can pick up? Because BlackRock continues to buy more and more and more and more and more and more. There's no outflows. Look at the very right, the left side. You see how there's no reds. They only have inflows. They don't have outflows. Everyone else seems to have outflows. BlackRock does not. BlackRock is all inflows, nonstop, right? Maybe this is Larry Fink's doing. I don't know. But what I do know is there are people that recognize this is a great buying opportunity, and they are loading up as much as they can while prices are low. That's how you're supposed to do it. You got to load up. You got to load up when everyone else is fearful. That's how you win. That's why there's so many self-made multimillionaires and billionaires on Wall Street that say, I don't look at charts. I don't try to predict things. I just buy when other people are panicking, right? Especially when it comes to Bitcoin. I've shown you guys so many charts, and I'll show you more charts. This is the one asset you want to hold and accumulate as much of while you can within your lifetime. Australia is about to open a second spot ETF because, again, why not? You're having massive inflows all over the place, right? Not just in the US, around the world, Australia, down Hong Kong. You got ETPs in Europe. You have Canada. You have a lot of different regions that want Bitcoin. I don't know how accurate this website is. I think it's pretty accurate, but I use it all the time, Bitcoin Treasuries. Just to remind you guys that the big boys, okay, including like the Michael Saylors of the world, MicroStrategy, and all the companies that hold Bitcoin, and now you include ETFs in there, 12%, over 12%, 12.5% right here is controlled by the big boys. Okay, and again, this doesn't even include the old addresses like what the miners or Satoshi and all these other guys what they hold, right? No one knows like the early guys, but the new people, right? Like the ETFs, MicroStrategy and HUD-8 and Tesla and all these guys and some of the countries, right? They accumulate so much, it's over 10% now. That is a crazy amount of the supply. So the big boys, the smart money, they continue to accumulate while retail investors, well, unfortunately, a lot of retail investors panic over small dips, over dips in general, over any kind of volatility. They get scared out. And unfortunately, that's why the big whales, the big institutions, the big money, they continue to win. Bitcoin is the only asset class where the big money, the institutions, are actually second or slow to adopt. Okay, we know Bitcoin was driven by retail. Bitcoin was created by the people for the people. And obviously, Bitcoin accumulation has been done by the people for 10 plus years. Now the institutions are coming in. So they're actually slow to adopt. This is one of the only categories or only asset classes where they are slow to adopt, right? But when they come in with billions and trillions of dollars. And they will, at times, manipulate the market for their own gains, right? You can't fall for it. You can't fall for it because what they're really doing is just accumulating behind the scenes.